Hello, welcome to the White Walkers. You're here with me, Richard, and I am here with my partner, Rebecca.
Hi.
To commentate on this top 4 game featuring James Waumsley against David Daisy Geth. Whammer's playing Stark, trading with Qohor, and Daisy's playing Greyjoy Wars. So, Rebecca, what do you think about the setups that are going to occur in a minute but haven't yet occurred?
Are you doing this because I've made you do the opening and you're struggling to fill the time?
I don't know what I'm doing. What do I do? I'm lost, help me.
I was trying to show Richard how to do the video editing earlier, and he only was doing it for about a minute, and he was like, it's like I'm being treated like a child. It's like, well, yes, because you're learning.
Cheers, Mum.
You're welcome, kiddo. So we have setups now, so we don't have to ponder. We can actually have a look. Daisy there set up with Victorian and a Lord Sport Shipwright. I can never really say them properly. One of them showing his hand, but it doesn't really show us very clearly, and Daisy's a little bit far away to see properly. But thank you for trying, guys. Your efforts are appreciated. One on the left has set up with a cat, a summer, and a rose road. Cat's got an attachment on her. This is a Qohor deck, so that could be anything.
It could be Surio's training. It could be Brothers Robes.
Oh, God knows.
God's sakes, Whammer. This is terrible. You're so inconsiderate.
I know. Why can you play the deck that we actually know what it's doing? I played Whammer in the top 8. And as you can see, Whammer is now in top 4.
I see.
Yeah. And I totally misunderstood what Qohor did, which did not help the game. But never mind, I need to learn to read the cards properly and not assume things. But we do have our opening plots. We have trading from Whammer to Time and Plenty again from Daisy. I think Daisy opened with time last game as well. We saw Daisy in the top 8. But the trading for Daisy is nice, going to get that extra 3 gold. Now, considering Whammer really hates Late Summer Feast, does he not think trading's worse? Or does he think Late Summer Feast is worse?
Well, yeah, he thinks Late Summer Feast is worse, but he's a man of questionable moral ground. You know, he doesn't like good plots and he loves bad plots, and I don't know what the man stands for anymore.
Can I just point out that Whammer won the European Championships? So I think he probably knows what he's talking about.
Got lucky.
Got lucky, what, 13 games in a row?
He was just lucky. He had a really good deck building cabal to, to make his deck better. And then he took it and won.
Are you saying this because you were part of that deck building cabal?
Cabal.
Cabal?
No, because I didn't play the deck. I only played against it 1,000,000 times. But cool. So Daisy's marshalling stuff. You've got a King of Salt and Rock on Victorian, an Iron Island Fishmonger, and King Balon.
He also has a Great Hall and an Iron Mines. Seems like a really nice board state.
That's not too bad. That's what happens when your opponent gives you extra gold.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you can't afford that on, Time of Plenty with no economy set up. He could have got King Balon and the Iron Island Fishmonger out with the Great Hall, but the extra gold allows him to play King of Salt and Rock, Iron Mines, and save a gold.
Yeah.
You can see that Daisy's already got his House Botley card. FFG playing into the meme.
So, Whammer there, marshalling a Northern Armoury, which immediately gets knelt from the Lord Sport Shipwright. So, could say it's a waste. However, Whammer's got this really neat trick with his Qohor deck. But before we get to that, we've got a couple of Winterfell Stewards kneeling there to help pay for Wyman Manderley, who is super awesome. And also 2 Winterfell Stewards means that Wyman's got plenty of chuds to sacrifice to have him draw nice new cards. We also have a Milk here coming out, and going to have to choose between Victorian and Balon here. The Balon non-kneeling is quite strong.
Victorian's got Intimidate.
Victorian's got Intimidate, so it's a bit of a tough
Wyman's
choice.
got Stand. Does he care if Cat intimidated? Probably not. Because Wyman can do all the challenges, so Oh, the trick.
The trick. So a seized on the Northern Armoury means that it will stand in the standing phase.
And then the seeds will go next marshalling phase. What a trick.
And is it the beginning of the marshalling phase? Or the end? Beginning. So
basically, for Whammer to use a Northern Armoury, it's costing him 2 cards and 3 gold.
Why 3?
Because he paid 2 for the Northern Armoury and 1 for the seized.
Yeah.
That's an expensive stand.
It is. I'm wondering... Oh, we did not sew on the... Can you see what it is?
It looks like... Well, it's not serious training, I don't think.
No.
It could be the Brother's Bow, but who knows. I don't know. It's gone now, so let's not worry about it.
But yeah, the risk I think with using the seized now is that the Lord Sport Shipwright will just kneel it again in the marshalling phase next turn, but I guess we'll see. Depends if it's still out. And pillaged over Rob. That's sad.
Ouch. The Daisy's trying to get some early tempo, but Whammer's got to strike back. And he can strike back.
Yeah, he can do all 3 challenges. He can do the Intrigue now of Wyman. And then he can sacrifice the Windfall Steward to restand Wyman and do the power.
He leaves his board light with no claim soak. Do you want to do that?
I feel like... Oh. Okay, so he's reacting to winning the challenge. Sacrificing the seized. So looks like he's not going to use it. Because like we say, the shipwright will probably just kneel it again anyway.
Yep.
So we're going to go and get another attachment instead. All the suspense. What's he going to get?
Milk.
A bodyguard. Bodyguard for Manderley. Seems like a good shout.
Protect from that Valar Morghulis, which could happen.
And then finally the military there from Summer. Is Qohor limit once per turn?
No.
There's no limit. Fucking hell. I mean, cool, blimey.
Yeah, you see the Italian fella, Niccolo, won a tournament with Targaryen, Banner Rose, Banner Qohor. And yeah, basically it seems to run along the lines of get a Voltron, i.e. Danny or whoever, get Silver Steed on them, or you could get anything on them, trigger the agenda, put Silver Steed, and when it gains down power challenge, you sack it for another power challenge, you do another power challenge, you sacrifice another attachment for a Silver Steed or whatever, you sacrifice that Silver. It's just convoluted. Just keep using the Silver Steed and get loads of power challenges combo.
I just want to point out what happened on the board there. So Whammer sacrificed Summer to stand Wyman, draw a card, the power, and then also sacrificed the Steward to stand Wyman so he could win Dom. So, I mean, I thought leaving it with just the 3 characters was risky, but he's going for just 2.
Maybe we can learn a thing.
Yeah, but it looks like Daisy doesn't have much, otherwise you'd assume he'd have used it there.
He's rushing out.
So yeah, as you say, Whammer's just trying to rush this game out by the looks of it. As Daisy's deck can be extremely fast. So we've got Time for Wolves to the King in the North.
Yeah, so I imagine Whammer wanted to maybe get a Summer to get some Chud back so he can play them out and then sack them again with Wyman drawing more cards. But in the event he can't do that, he's now going to get Nymeria. So what he can do is if he can win a challenge with Wyman...
It doesn't even have to be with Wyman.
Oh yeah, if he can win a challenge, he can sacrifice Nymeria to fetch the Wolf King. And then he can trigger his ship.
Trigger his ship.
Yeah.
Lovely. So, got an attachment there onto Victarion. I think it was a Corsair's deck, if I remember correctly.
Cool. And Hagen's daughter.
Ah, Hagen's daughter. Bit of claim soak there. Saving 2 gold.
Never-ending claim soak. If you got the money.
Would you need 2?
Yeah. To bring her back out of shadows for 2, take claim, back into shadow. Expensive that way, but you might not always lose military.
So a dupe on Wyman, a dupe on Cat. So Whammer's safe here from any Valars that might happen. A Tumble and a Bran. And that's going to be a little bit of our sacrificing if he needs it or if he can do it. Is Qohor attack or defence?
Attack, maybe? I don't know. I've never played Qohor.
Me neither. I just got wrecked by it in the top 8 game.
I always thought it was just jank. But, and I said in a group chat I'll never play this agenda. But I'm kind of intrigued now.
Yeah. You were drooling over a deck idea earlier, to be fair.
Drooling. One simply doesn't drool.
So Whammer here can't quite decide whether to let the military go through unopposed or not. Toying with the idea of using the Tumble to defend. But he's not going to. So he goes unopposed. Corsair's Dirk steals a gold from Whammer. And he's taken the Wyman dupe.
So the wording on trading with Qohor is the reaction after claim is applied for a challenge you've won. So you can win a challenge on defence, but you won't be applying claim.
Yeah, so basically it's on attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a military challenge completed. Kneeling Cat there. And the intrigue. So I'm guessing this means that's going to have to go through unopposed so that Whammer can use Wyman on attack to then trigger Qohor. Yep, getting rid of Arya there for claim. How has Whammer only got 2 cards? He drew so many cards last turn.
He's playing them out. The more you draw, the more you play.
And a power there from the what was it? Hayden's daughter.
Hagen's daughter.
Hagen's daughter. Is it just a chump block there, Bran, by the looks of it? Or not? No? Come on, Whammer, make a decision. He might as well, because he's going to be able to use Wyman twice, right?
Sure.
Because he's going to get through that intrigue. Which means that Wyman can go twice.
But Wyman can't intimidate Balon. Did Balon melt?
Yes.
Oh, Wyman can intimidate Balon.
So Wyman there doing an intrigue.
But will he sack it?
Yeah, gonna have to, isn't he, surely?
Because if you want to keep using Wyman, you're gonna have to sack it and not get the intimidate. No, you're gonna do the intimidate.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he doesn't want to trigger his stuff. He can
Maybe.
just win challenges here at the moment. He's going to win all 3 challenges on offense.
He doesn't have to be Wyman, so he can do it now.
I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, I did as well in my game with him. I was like, it has to be the person that's got the attachment on it. And then, so I was being really careful about that. And then he did it with somebody who didn't have an attachment. I was like, but that's not how it works! That was a sad time. Never mind.
Confusing, huh?
It was.
Maybe we should build decks with the new, the new agendas, so we can understand them.
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
That would be intelligent.
And then the power with Wyman. Oh. So Hagen's daughter can come out of shadows and be used to defend, so it's not unopposed. Still gets the claim, but at least Whammer's not getting that extra unopposed power.
Yep. Slows him down ever so slightly, but it's 7-5 until anyone's game.
Do you think Whammer would trigger Wyman one more time? Get rid of Bran?
I mean, he could.
Yeah, looks like he's going to go for it. Stuns Wyman, draws a card, gets a power for Dom.
He's playing like a man who just wants to trigger Wyman than a man that wants to play the game. He's just like, yeah, I'm triggering Wyman 2-3 times a round.
Oh, card draw wins, right?
He knows Daisy's not marching. I wonder if that's why maybe he held the second cat in hand. Or whether he just drew it.
That's a good point, actually. I'd be interested to know if he had cat in hand, that dupe, and just didn't play her out because he was expecting it to be marched.
Yeah, just like, I'll keep sacking because my reserve's high enough and I can hold the cards. What are we going to have now? Barring?
Maybe another barring?
Daisy likes barring. Another barring?
Oh, I'm thinking about the last game, aren't I?
Yeah. The last game.
The last game.
Barring the gates. Yep, it is barring the gates into wow.
So does Hagen's daughter just go into shadows?
Yep. And she can't come out. Barring the gates.
Oh, yeah. That's quite funny.
So this wildfire says cannot be saved. But does Hagen's daughter return to shadow because you can complete some of the effect?
I'm not entirely sure on that one, I'm afraid. But it's okay because it's killed the shipwright anyway, so...
Maybe because it says cannot be saved, you can't trigger the ability at all. Which I suspect may be the case.
Does that mean then if New Aria was outstanding...
Yep.
That you wouldn't be able to use Hagen's daughter for claim and put her in the shadows?
Yes.
You sure? You're just making this up as you go along?
I'm making it up as I go along. With a little bit of confidence.
Okay.
I'll get Larrick on the case, or Colin.
Colin!
Doing a Colin.
Doing a Colin. I can't even remember what doing a Colin was now. All I remember is doing a Colin.
Well, we mucked him slightly because he failed hard with the Night's Watch Kraken deck and went 1-4.
Ah, yeah, doing a Colin.
But he's a better player than that. But I never tell him this because he plays Conclave. And he loves Conclave, so basically he's a terrible man.
I can't even remember what Conclave does.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it doesn't say a lot, but...
You couldn't remember what Colin does either.
Colin's Conclave.
Indeed.
Oh.
The one was played out a begging brother with a gold bestowed and a tumblestone knight. That gold sure goes quick. He played a frozen solid on his own northern armoury.
Ha!
So again,
That's quite cool.
He can stand that next round. And then he can sack it.
So will it just stand then, even though it's frozen? Because everything stands, is that just what it is? That's pretty cool. Especially as there's no ship right now.
You're loving it, aren't you?
Yeah, I like Little Whammer's...
You want to play it, don't you?
Little Whammer's tricks of his...
Little Whammer?
With his Norman armories.
Do you want to play that deck? Are you tempted?
A little bit. Although I'm sure Whammer would play it a lot... Well, I'm sure Whammer does play it a lot better than I would ever play it.
I'm sure Whammer's had a lot more practice.
Probably.
But if you played it every day for a week, you'd be a lot better at it. Not necessarily better than James, but too much effort. Yeah, you don't like playing much, do you?
No. I mean, I spend most of my time editing videos, commentating on videos, or doing artwork. So...
You should get out more.
Yeah, I should. And working from home doesn't help me get out. I'm basically a hermit, guys, like, in case you hadn't realised. I just basically sit in the dining room, editing videos, commentating videos, doing artwork, and then doing Skype lessons. And then occasionally I will go out of my back door and into the converted garage, which is now a classroom, to teach Japanese, and then come back to the dining room and just do it all again.
So if there's any stalkers out there, you know exactly where she is every day and, you know, how to approach the situation.
Yeah. I mean, just invite me out. It'll be like, yay, I'm free!
Ring the doorbell.
I know. We had someone ring the doorbell this morning.
We did, didn't we? Yeah, I answered the door, right? And some lady over the road says, "Can I speak to Rebecca?" I'm like, well, she's not very well. She's in bed. Can I do anything for you? She says, no, I'll speak to Rebecca in a bit. I was like, okay. So I go to work, and then I get a message from Rebecca later saying, you know what the woman wanted? She knocked on the door and she wanted an egg. An egg! I mean, why couldn't I give her an egg?
You obviously don't know what an egg is.
Why couldn't she ask me for the egg?
You would probably say no because you're evil. Probably what she thought.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not.
Evil Richard denying eggs.
Hmm.
There's an intrigue challenge.
So, Whammer, he got the Wolf King, didn't he? But he didn't play King in the North. He played the Wildfire, now sacrificed the Wolf King again for the Nymeria so he could get some Intimidate going. Surprise!
Seems good.
That's nasty, isn't it? It's nasty.
Ugh. It's certainly a surprise when he's doing it. It surprised me when he did it. He did a challenge and I was like, oh, I was going to do this, but I guess I'll just have to wait till after the challenge because I forgot to do it and I captained the challenge. And then he's like, oh, you sure you don't want to do it? I was like, no, it's fine. I missed it. I'll just wait. And he's like, okay. And then milked my rob so I couldn't do what I was going to do. I was like, oh, shit.
You fucked up.
Yeah, well, like, yeah, I was just really confused by Qohor and how it worked. And I think it sort of threw me off.
Yeah, you probably tilted.
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah, you're a bit of a tilter sometimes.
Sometimes. Not all the time. Only normally when I play you.
You always tilt when you play me.
It's because you're such an arsehole.
That's mean.
True though.
What's the attachment on Triss? Is that Triss?
It's not an attachment. Didn't he steal something?
No, that's something that he's removed. Sounds like Triss. He's not a git like that.
I think he took a summer. Maybe.
Whammer's not going to stand the Northern Army. He's going to sack Frozen Solid for another attachment. He's really showing us what the deck can do.
Yeah. He obviously feels like the Northern Army isn't very important at the moment, so he's not bothering.
He got a lot of stand on the board.
And we know he's got a rob in there somewhere because we saw one discarded. So maybe we'll find the rob at some point and that will keep the board really, restanding at will with the Wyman out.
Now he's milking Triss.
Oh, nice. So getting rid of that Frozen Solid to go and grab a milk for Triss. Because as we saw in the previous game, Triss can cause problems.
He is somewhat problematic. Not anymore.
And Rowan has just used his Wildfire, so I don't know how many more resets he's going to have in a Qohor deck. Do you think this deck runs building orders, or do you not bother?
Nah, probably don't bother.
I guess you'd have enough attachments in the deck that you should always see at least one.
Yeah, you're going to find one, right?
How many attachments do you think you'd run in this kind of deck?
Dunno. 12? 13?
Okay.
You probably just don't run events. Imagine it takes up the event slot. So if you want to run, 15 location, 12 attachment, 33 characters, something like that. Because moving your attachment in and out is kind of like events.
Yeah, I guess.
Like Surprise Intimidate from Nymeria coming in from losing the Wolf King. It's like playing an event,
ride.
isn't it? Yeah.
So yeah, it was summer under Triss, by the way.
It was what?
It was a summer under Triss.
Summer. Yeah, that's a good call. I mean, James hasn't got a flea bottom out yet. I'm sure he's definitely running at least 2. If he's not, why? You definitely run flea bottom with Wyman.
Yeah. So pretty much every deck that's got Wyman in should have a flea bottom, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the Northern Army stood. Why is that stood? That shouldn't be stood.
Yeah, where is it stood?
Someone cheating.
Whammer's cheating.
Is someone cheating? And that's why I played Withering Cold, because he thinks he's got Northern Army.
Our European champion is a terrible man.
Oh, this is great.
I always knew it.
Daisy cheated in the last game. Whammer cheating in this game.
We've got proof of their nefarious ways. Neither of these men should make the final. Whoever the winning finalist in the other side of the cut should win automatically.
Honey, are you in the final by any chance?
Yes.
So I've got Flea Bottom out there. And a Rickon.
Rickon. Love that guy.
I know. Ooh, nice.
Ooh. A great John.
Bit of Intimidate. Get Daisy's board down before he can do any challenges.
Seems fun, right?
Daisy's only getting 2 gold here. So he's not really going to be able to set up a lot. Yeah, he's not setting up a lot at all, is he? So Wemers challenges him. Going in with Wyman and the Beacon brother for an intrigue.
Did you know that you could cancel a Rickon with a Rickon?
What?
Because Rickon said when a triggered ability with the word search in it would initiate, sacrifice Rickon to cancel it.
Right.
So, you know, if Daisy were playing Stark and he played Time for Wolf, James could sack Rickon to cancel it, but then Daisy could sack his own Rickon to cancel it because Rickon text had the word search in it and it's a triggered ability. That's quite funny.
I never knew that.
Really?
That's amazing.
That's funny. I want to see some Rickon cancelling wars.
Yeah, I feel that's the best thing I've heard all day. I genuinely had no idea you could do that.
Funny. Unless I've just made that shit up, but I think it works.
Have you read it somewhere, or is it just something you thought of?
It's something I was thinking of when I was reading the text.
Oh, okay.
Because Rickon triggered ability also had the word search in it.
So does that mean that he'd then be able to do his Time for Wars, for example?
Yeah, because you cancel the opponent's Rickon. Let me just go and check Rickon on ThroneDB.
I really hope that's how it works. That would make me very happy. Everyone's going to be playing Rickon now.
When the effect of a triggered ability with the word search in it would initiate, sacrifice Rickon to cancel the effect. So yeah, so Rickon interrupts, and then you interrupt again to cancel them effects. Yeah, I think it works. That's funny.
That's quite cool.
With the many Stark mirror matches, be aware that you can do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at all these characters coming out now. I think Whammer might have this in the bag.
I think he might.
His board's looking comfortable. Greyjoy strong and intimidating. Wyman's standing all the time and intimidating. Northern Armour is knelt.
Oh, he must have realised.
Or he used it.
I think he realised.
No, let's not paint him as a good person. This does not fit my agenda. I want him DQ'd before the final. So I can, you know...
I mean, I'm like 95% sure he realised and re-knelt it. But if it makes you feel better, we can say that he used it.
Yes.
And he's a bad man.
Let's do that.
Yeah? That makes you feel better.
This sounds good.
Yeah, okay.
Classic Whammer.
Yeah, bad man. Flea Bottom being used to bring Arya in. And triggering her to get the dupe on her. And we have a military coming in from Greyjoy and Arya. Greyjoy's got Lady on him, so he's got that increased strength. I'm assuming stealthing past Balon.
Begging brother cancelled Hagen's daughter's reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sacrifice Lady to go and do a thing. Balon's going to be knelt by the Intimidate on the Withering Cold turn. Got another bodyguard on Wyman.
Yeah, Intimidate on Balon there.
He's really encouraging Daisy to reset, but his characters are...
What resets does Daisy run in this?
Daisy? Well, we know he's running First Snow from the last game.
Yeah.
And probably Valar. Why wouldn't you run Valar?
You'd expect Valar, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Valar M, yeah?
Yeah.
Rather than Valar D.
Yeah. So your sacrifice to stand Wyman. Wyman's going in for challenge again. You've got Intimidate, so Daisy may as well defend.
Mm-hmm. So that's power. And then I'm going to sacrifice Rick on there.
Yep.
Stand Wyman, draw a card. It means the wind's done. So I'm here on 14. I think 13. Math. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14.
14. Well. Well.
I'm not entirely sure that Daisy's going to pull back like 11 power in the next 3 minutes.
You've got no standing characters.
There we go, there's the Valar.
Hail Mary.
Anything? It hits the Greyjoy and the Beacon Bros. Risen on Balon. Risen on Triss. Ironman's on Victarion. But they're all knelt. But they're not dead. I think Daisy just wanted to get off a silly play at the end there.
Yeah. Why does Daisy always have all the saves?
Why does Daisy always have the best things in hand, is what you mean, right? And
he's been losing in tree challenges, yet he still has all the saves everywhere in the history of saves.
He also only gets like 3 gold on his Valar turn, so I'm not entirely sure it's going to play out.
It's fine. Whammer can't resist losing to someone like Daisy, even though he's in a really commanding position. I'm sure he's going to try and lose.
I'm pretty sure that after the Risens are played, Whammer actually said, "I concede."
What?
Yeah. I mean, he'll argue that he actually said, "Oh, I almost concede to that." But I didn't hear the word almost, so I'm pretty sure we all heard it as
I concede to that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so, you know, let's just take that as Whammer conceded at this point.
Well done, Daisy. After Daisy's top 8 game, I don't think we can allow that.
No?
No. Not allowed.
He was a little bit naughty.
Yes, that's the polite way of saying it. Polite.
It's okay, we all make mistakes.
We do.
Kneeling the Rose Road. Yeah, so Whammer taking the game there. So Whammer through to the final with Richard. You're in another final.
Yeah.
How's going on?
I won some games. I got lucky.
You got lucky.
I'm a very lucky person.
You beat me in the Swiss.
Well, don't be a scrub.
You little shitbag.
Thank you.
Make your own breakfast tomorrow morning.
What, like I did this morning?
Yeah, because I was poorly.
Yeah, but at least I know where the eggs are.
But do you, though?
Yeah,
does our neighbour think that you know where they are?
Well, sod the neighbours. Who cares?
Anywho.
You were watching The Naked Fireman the other day, so...
That's true. That was a better neighbour to come around asking for my eggs.
What? So,
Anyway, let's wrap this up.
Interesting game. Lots of Qohor triggers from Whammer. Good game to watch.
Looking forward to seeing him in the final, to see some more.
Yeah, I learnt a lot there.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
And you learnt about Rickon on Rickon action.
I did learn about Rickon on Rickon action.
Beautiful. I think maybe we should cut it there, shall we? Let's wrap it up.
Yes.
Okay. Bye, guys. Bye.
Wait! What? Thank you to all our Patrons for supporting us as always. If you would like to support us, you can do so at patreon.com/The White Walkers. Otherwise, we will see you next time for the final of the Northampton Regional with Whammer, who you just saw, versus Richard of the White Walkers.
Is it by now?
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye!